Welcome to another reaction video today. A lot has been going on in the country, as in a lot. In the last 1 week, there has been Twitter suspension, there has been different news about, reducing the number of youths that are going to travel abroad. So in today's episode, I'm going to talk about these major topics that are happening now in the country, react to it and exactly say what the law provides concerning these issues. So firstly, let's start with the issue of reducing the number of youths that will travel out of the country. So a few days ago, everybody went about buzzing that, they set up a committee and the committee is banning youths from traveling, or the committee will reduce the number of youths that can leave the country. I know everybody just went on and on, just being scared and, just having different opinions about it. So firstly, I'm going to talk about what exactly was said. And secondly, I will talk about what the law actually provides, if it's even possible for the government to set up a committee that will ban youths from traveling out of the country. So number one, that is not what they said. That's not what the report says. So the headline actually says that FG sets up committee and moves to reduce youths leaving Nigeria. So the headline says that the federal government sets up a committee and moves to reduce the number of youths leaving Nigeria. And so people just picked up this headline and went on to say that, the federal government has set up a committee and it will reduce the number of people leaving Nigeria and so on and so forth. That is not what the content of the report says. So the content of the report is that the federal government set up a committee to fast track the operational deliverables to strengthen internal security. So, there's a set of deliverables that they have as the government, and they want to fast track it, most especially to strengthen internal security in Nigeria. It has nothing to do with reducing the number of youths that travel out of the country. So let's first debunk that. There is no committee that is set up to reduce the number of youths leaving the country. Secondly, the Minister of Interior, Ralph Araboshola, talked about the fact that, there have been a lot of people renouncing their citizenship, renouncing the citizenship of Nigeria, and he doesn't approve of it. And now included in his statements that the committee should work with citizenship and business departments of the ministry on expatriate quota. So that is what his own conversation was about, that the committee should also work with this other department, this other citizenship and business departments, so as to reduce expatriate quota. And he said that he believes that if they work on expatriate quota, it will go a long way in reducing the number of people going outside of the country to seek for greener pasture. So I believe his intention was that if they reduce the expatriate quota, probably it would provide more job placements so that Nigerians do not have to leave the country for greener pasture. Rather, they will stay in their country to work here. So I hope it's a good initiative in itself. But our problem is not the initiative. Our problem now is that people think that the federal government set up a committee to reduce the number of youths leaving the country. So it is not true. There's no committee that is set up to that. Now, to answer that now legally, it is not even possible for the federal government to set up a committee to reduce the number of people traveling or restrict the number of people traveling. Why did I say so? The Universal Declaration of Human Rights provides for that. So it's important to also note that Nigeria is a ratified member, assigned to the Treaty of the United Nations Convention. So the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 13, provides that every person has the right to freedom of movement and residence within the borders of each state. The sub 2 says that everyone has the right to leave any country, including his own, and to return to his country. So just like I mentioned before, Nigeria is a member state of the United Nations. Nigeria has signed this treaty, and so Nigeria is bound by this treaty. Article 13 provides that everyone has the right to leave any country, including their own, and to return to his country. So aside the fact that the news that everybody is carrying about is false, it is also going to be illegal if they try to restrict or ban anybody from traveling out of the country. As long as you are traveling legally, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights provides that you can actually leave your country and come back at will. It is your right. It is your fundamental right. So it is not even possible for the government to do that. So I hope we've been able to clear that out. So in case you've been carrying it up and down that, they want to restrict the number of people that travel, it is not true. And secondly, the government would be violating the provisions of the UDHR if they do that. All right, moving on. So we've attacked the first issue for the week that is going on in Nigeria. The second issue now is the Twitter suspension by the Minister of Information. So, well, it's by the government too, but the Minister of Information was the one that put out this information. And there's been plenty, buzz about this one too. Everybody's saying, oh, they were going to ban Twitter, and they put it up on Twitter. They used the platform to they used the platform to suspend the platform. And, everybody went on having their own different opinions and diverse opinions about this suspension. So Twitter is the social media app that people use to air their opinions, their views. Some people use it for businesses, people use it to pass out information. A lot of people are on Twitter. And so there's been so much disappointment knowing that they've suspended this social media platform. So firstly, everybody has been saying that, oh, it's against our human rights, it's against our fundamental human rights. We have the right to this, we have the right to that. So is it actually true? Is it actually against fundamental human rights? Now, let's look at what our own constitution even provides. Section 39 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, says that every person shall be entitled to freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart ideas and information without interference. So this is a fundamental right that is provided for in the Constitution, that we have a right, we're entitled to hold our opinions, we're entitled to express our opinions. The report is that, according to the Minister of Information, that the tweet of the president was taken down by this social media platform, and on and on and on. But even before they even took down the tweet, there's been so much buzz about trying to regulate the whole social media space by the government. And I guess it was just a time for them to really leverage on it and try and do something. So, and then they suspended the platform. But then the idea now is that you have done that, but you've in a way breached or violated the rights of Nigerians. If your constitution tells us that we have a freedom of opinion, we have the rights and we're entitled to express our opinions, you should not take a platform that lets us express that opinion, because in return, you are now breaching or violating that right. To buttress the point of the Constitution, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which Nigeria is also a party to, Article 19 says that every person has a right to freedom of opinion and expression. Actually, the Constitution that I mentioned before, that part of Section 39 was taken from this UDHR. And so we know that we are bound by international regulations, by international conventions. We know that we are bound by our own local laws. Why are we now breaching it? Why are we now violating it? Why are we infringing on the rights of persons? So yes, the federal government has breached and violated the rights of Nigerians by taking away the platform where people can express their opinion and where people can actually give their opinion. So we hope that this is ratified soon. We hope that it gets something done. We hope that something is done about the situation, because we can't keep going on like this. I remember doing a video 2 months ago on 10 fundamental human rights that the Nigerian government has breached and violated. If you have not watched it, just go back. And you'll be amazed at how many rights that they are constantly breaching and constantly violating. And people are just numb to it because it hasn't affected them directly. So people are just, well, whatever, it doesn't affect me. I think it's time for us to enter into the international space, Go hard. Let people know that the Nigerian government are doing more than they're actually meant to do, and are constantly pressing the necks, literally pressing the necks of Nigerians. But in the meantime, stay safe. Express your opinion in whatever avenue or whatever medium you can express your opinion. Don't keep quiet. You have a right to do that. And, the Constitution backs it up and the UDHR backs it up. God bless Nigeria. Actually, God bless Nigeria, because it's been a lot and we don't know how far we're going to get. But God bless Nigeria in the end. Thank you very much for watching today's episode or today's reaction video. I'll catch you again same time next week. Bye for now.